Hello everybody, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play the Final Station. This is episode 7. Last time, we arrived in a tunnel that wasn't supposed to exist, that was pretty strange, and may very well be a rift to an alternate dimension. We're not quite sure. And we are still in that tunnel, so expect things to continue to be weird. Huh. Just some folks hanging out. So the guy who said he would see us soon, that was the guy we got the power core from, Thornton. I was gonna say Thornton White, but I don't believe it's Thornton White, because Armand White is the guy who refounded the country, who is also in that room, along with a few other mysterious folks. And clearly there's something going on here that we aren't really privy to. Some sort of grand plan. I also noticed a bunch of those folks had glowing white eyes. Still have time to do what, though? And they did mention that the train, our experimental Ep.7, is probably the reason why we ended up in this mysterious tunnel. Though if that's the case, does that mean the other driver that encountered the tunnel that we got a message from also was driving an experimental train? Alright, how are you folks doing? He's alright for now, he's gonna be hungry. Okay, he's not doing so great, so we're gonna have to feed him. Otherwise he'll keel over like that other guy. The guy we found in the mysterious tunnel. Yeah, let's stay here in this horrible tunnel. I'm not even sure I can stop this train. Okay, there's a whole lot of capsules. Almost as if they're produced or stored here? So is something communicating with us through these guys? Thanks. Was I speaking in tongues there for a second? Are you seeing what's outside? Let's not ever stop the train. There's like a shattered ring of asteroids or something around us. Nope, we're still out of the known zone. Well, we've arrived somewhere. Still in the tunnel. Still trapped in whatever this place is. But we were told to follow our route, so we just gotta keep finding these blocker codes. Okay, something needs a power supply. Even that strange meeting with those people didn't really give us an idea of why there's some sort of, like, bunker here in this place. But again, all we can really do is just keep looking around, and here's some more shadow folk. Okay, we want to be near this ladder in case we hit that guy. Oh, I guess it took both of those guys out in one shot. You do have to be cautious here because, of course, these rooms kind of fade in slow. No, I want to oh, shit. I want to charge it up, but it was like, nah, let's just punch instead. Oh. Yeah, we need some distance because there's a moment of downtime when we get up here where they can just come straight at us. Alright. Got a chair and 2 fast fellows. And we can't climb over this small pile of filing cabinets or whatever it is. I don't really need to waste shotgun ammo here. One good punch will take out the fast guy. If I can get him to come to me before the other guy gets here. I was wrong. Took 1 punch and 1 shot. The night descends upon the world, and he and those like him stars in the night sky. He was wearing a hat and had a rifle. It's almost like we've seen somebody like this, even in this episode. And as previously as well. In fact, that man might have been the first one we've seen in this game. Hey, look, a train. Wait a minute. This is our train. And the Ep.7 is not like a series. Bellis is the series. Number 7 is our specific one that we are driving. Clearly, not quite what's going on here. Those dreams again, the symbols every night. And there's X again, our old pal X. Well, maybe pal is not the right word. Also, we can't go into this room that these tubes are going into. That's probably for the best. Do we really want to take the guy that's goopy and black? Alright, so there's some sort of organ here that seems to be plugged into this power source? We can't do anything with it, though. I wonder if I can punch it. Be still, my beating heart. Or maybe it's just going ba-bump, ba-bump under the floorboards to let us know there's been a murder. Alright. I don't know if you hear it, but there's a random ambient sound in this tunnel of like someone knocking on a window almost. I keep thinking it's coming from somewhere in my house, and then, no, it's just in-game. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hit him from that close without getting exploded. Gotta wait for him to get some distance. Their AI can be a little annoying, like now they've just stopped, and I have to sort of try to reset them. They just seem to kind of have a random wander pattern. Can't really plan it out where they're gonna go. Okay, and he killed that guy. And pushed all of our shell casings. I'm not sure if the physics in this really add anything, but I guess they're a nice little detail. Not a huge amount of these 2D style games that still have physics in them. Oop. This might be a good spot for a shotgun. I don't think it'll kill the small guys in one shot, but it'll squish them down a bit. Like this guy, we should be able to just smack him. Alright, some sort of engine cores. Maybe this is what's powering our Ep.7, or would have powered the other 6 of them. I mean, again, we don't really know very much about our train. We were just sort of given it at the start for the first time. Okay, so this is from Metropole, so wherever we are, there's a notice here from Metropole. Plug this battery in, which should allow us to read whatever's on this screen up here. Nope. It just doesn't do anything for that, but I believe we couldn't actually use this without the battery. 3, 5, nope. 3, 5, 6, 6. Let's see where else this tunnel takes us, whatever dark facility we find next. Alright, gotta make sure nothing irreversible happens with this core. And also make sure nobody's dying. He's gonna need food. Again, I'm sorry for cutting off the conversations here, but it's kind of hard to... Oh, this is the guy we picked up. He's kind of gross and goopy. Oh. And just like that, we're back in the world. Also, is this giant thing back here something to do with the first visitation? Or is that perhaps where we were? Again, very unclear. Okay, this guy's gonna die. Gotta hurry. Here, take this medkit. Good. I hope they didn't close it yet. Oh, that's the shelter they're talking about. Do I have any girls there? Nope, there are no women in the shelter. You're gonna be fucked once the, everyone's dead. Yeah, I'd assume from this wreckage and that giant thing back there that this is where the first visitation occurred. And this guy's mentioning a wall with symbols, which we've definitely seen X talking about. And again, that old man who was alive during the visitation, who a lot of these people seem to be familiar with. I guess they're talking about this guy sleep revived. Alright, so before we stop, let's just check where we're going. Okay, so yeah, we're going to the shelter next. So despite being kind of dumped into another reality or whatever, we still made it over the mountains on our direct route. Alright, so everyone survived, except for that one guy that we found in the tunnel. Sucks to be him. He didn't have anything too good for us. I guess this guy would have been the driver from the other train. So we got another pistol upgrade. And a bunch of money, and one thing of alcohol. Alright, let's take a look around the shelter, and then I think we'll call it as we head out. Since the first part was pretty short, we didn't actually stop at a real station. Are you talking about me? you don't need money, you just need caps. I like how every time we arrive, the doctor's either giving us shit or giving the person shit. And this guy, the goopy black guy, or guy who has become black and goopy, I guess, is being treated by much more conservative doctors. Somehow I have a feeling this guy does not have a very happy future ahead of him. We ended up in another dimension. Dimension X. Yep, we're just gonna seal him away in this vault door that's in the ground. Alright, we'll go talk to the boss of the shelter. Maybe we'll finally get our call to connect this time, for the first time. Because we still haven't actually got a hold of whoever it is we're trying to call. Don't forget cargo with emergency food supplies. We will close the cargo lift. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to seal yourself down here with no food. Unidentified objects. Well, we've seen a screen like this before in one of the smaller shelters, and everyone had become unidentified objects, so I think we know what that is. To some extent. Go through decontamination, and you can see there are 3 floors, and the bottom one is 12,000 kilometers down. So hopefully this is a pretty fast elevator. That's the door out, isn't it? Yep. Oops. So here is the shelter. It's really is a big underground city and not just like a Fallout-style vault. It's kind of like the Geofront in Tokyo 2. Well, I think we found our unidentified object. Did you try punching him a couple times? See, this is kind of relevant to what the old man said, that the gas doesn't affect everyone the same. And that it makes some people just better. A very small percentage of some people, though. And everyone else turns into a monster. So, I guess that's one sort of mystery solved. Yep, we've seen those. So really, the best scientists here can tell us not a whole lot about what we want to know. Out of 42 experimental subjects affected by gas from A1 and A2 capsules, 41 subjects reached the hostile HZ2 stage, and 1 is being monitored. Presumably that is not the one in there, though, because he would have been one of the 41. The phone. They never answer. I guess we never get through, so they don't even have a chance to answer. So we got some dispensers here that we can buy some upgrades from. Faster reload for the pistol. You can see this stuff's pretty expensive, though. Extended clip for the shotgun. That might actually be handy. I don't know if we really need it, though, because I don't use the shotgun that much. We might just want to buy some food. Oh, of course. We we can't buy food because they didn't stock the food yet. So let's buy this after all, because we can't buy any food here. I mean, they did say they're going to close this thing soon, so they should probably get that food in there. You know. So they didn't want to put their big fucking whatever it is defense system in the hands of any one nation, so they made an AI who was supposed to be impartial. Like Peace Walker. Are we just not going to talk about this man loaded into this tube here? Could this perhaps be the subject that was not directly affected by the gas? Or at least harmfully affected? That's it, huh? It's pretty small even for a brain. I mean, if he's not on our side, whose side would he have been on? I guess we should probably make sure your assistant doesn't die then. And we can take this elevator to the bottom level. Nope, never mind. I thought we could. Yeah, I don't think we can get down to the bottom level. Or we were at the bottom level. Though I don't think we went down 2,000 kilometers, but whatever. So they've given us the brain, and we have a power core, so we're just going to be all ready to set up this Guardian when we get there. Alright, let's get out of here. And we can finally start the last leg of our journey to Metropole. But is Metropole going to be the final station? Anyhow, I've been Shadefyre, this is the final station, and I'll travel with you again next time.